After reading the article, The Morality of Selfism, The Gospel of St. Yu by David Brooks, I would say that I agree for the most part what he's saying. I think it is true that you can't, that you have to, like, you don't have to have experienced everything to have a meaningful life and be a good person. You don't have to like just forget about yourself to be good. One thing that I thought was interesting was when he said, when he was talking about external standards of moral excellence and examples of people who have tried it. So like Mother Teresa tried to live up to a standard of selfless love. What I thought about that, like selfless love, when I see that, it's like you're not loving yourself, and or like you have to forget about yourself. And when you forget about yourself, you forget to love yourself. And one thing that I know is that you can't love other people, which is like, and loving other people would mean that you're good to them. You can't do that unless you love yourself and you're good to yourself first. So that's one thing that I thought was interesting. Like, yeah, you have to be a little self-absorbed first before you can actually go out and do things for other people. Also, when he was talking about how being like standards of goodness should be something that you can relate to, I thought that was a really good point that he made. Yeah, and then another thing that I kind of disagree with was he said that having a meaningful life is a 4-stage process. On the first stage that he mentioned, he was talking about you have to be mad. Well, I don't want to say that, but like not be happy with injustice. And one particular quote, he said, when you're indignant or woke, you are showing that you have a superior moral awareness. You don't have to actually do anything. Your indignation itself is a sign of your own goodness. I disagree with that, because you can be mad about something, talk about it all you want, but if you're not doing anything, if you're not actually advocating for it, trying to change it, at least within your small community as much as you can, then what's the point of you doing it? That doesn't make you good. It just makes you annoying, to say the least. Then another thing that I disagreed with was where then he later goes on to say, if you can be indignant quicker than the people around you, that just shows how much more good you are. I don't agree with that. Like, you shouldn't, as a good person, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to others. I know he said that it's okay to be a narcissist. Like, thinking about yourself helps you be a good person and all that, but you're not supposed to say, oh, I'm good because you are, like, because that can lead to doing the bare minimum. And then something that he did that I thought was clever was in his third stage of the 4-stage process of having a meaningful life, he said that you have to like express yourself and things like that. And then he said sometimes you have to keep talking about yourself even though other people selfishly keep interrupting you. I thought that was funny, like using the word selfishly, because the title is about selfism. Like, this whole article is about selfism and how it can be a good thing, and he's saying, like, he's using selfish, that reminds you of selfism, and somebody else's selfism is being used in a bad way. Kind of like, it's kind of a play on words. And yes, that is my reflection.